Gives to Anderson. Deneen's with him. Great end-to-end. Shooting. Score! That's reaching McEwen. And a save by Ring, and the rebound is loose. They score! Wayne Babbage got there in time. It's Stanley Cup time. It's been out in this town. He didn't get all of it, and it just bumped on Stastny. Watched by Tippett. Anton shooting at a 6-day by Liuti. Stops the rebound, and Goulet fired the third try. Crowder and into the Price blocked the pass. Turgeon slips through. He scored! Sylvain Turgeon, 26 of overtime. Won it for the Whalers. 3-2. 45 seconds left of the penalty. Racing it. It's Tippett. Marchuk is out. He scores! Anderson shoots. He scores! Seconds. They'll count it down. It's Roy with 1:17 to go. The extra man is Lemieux. The save by Liut on Robinson. The loose puck in front. And it's covered by Liut. 2-on-1. Heaney shoots. Save by Liut. And he trapped back by Deneen charging in. Robertson got a late steam. Score!
What can you say about Kevin Deneen? Once again, he makes the big plays. He's done so many times.
Here's Lemieux. Got at that rolling puck. Cuts right around. He's alone. Save by rush against 3 Canadians. Evison to Dave Babbage. Shooting. He scores! Dave Babbage. Throw off. Offside. 48 to go. Tied at 1. Got his stick on it again. Lemieux. Checked by McDermott. They try to move it in front. Lemieux on the back end. He scores! The wondrous 5 months of the 1985-86 season died a sudden death at Lemieux's time goal April 29th. But the Whalers and 20,000 of their followers still celebrated. They not only reveled each season past, but also the arrival of a genuine Whaler team up here.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are Hartford Whalers.
Goes in the horn on 106 HCN. We just had a request come in from old McDonald out on the farm. He wanted to move chicken.
Ronnie, can we interrupt your show? Look, just a second here. We've caught up with Ron Francis, doing one of the radio in WHCN. Ronnie, captain of the Whalers, would you say this is one of the big duties you're responsible for?
Well, I'm sure the boys are happy in the locker room, and I always have to turn on to the station, so you got to try and play the music that they like to hear, and this is one of their favorites.
As captain of the Whalers and to keep everybody in Whalers, these are Franklin Roosevelt's fireside, buddy informed of what's going on with them.
Franklin Roosevelt. Wait a minute here.
We're getting really deep here.
We're deep. What happened to that one?
Ron Francis, of course, has been here the longest, and he's a excellent all-around hockey player.
It's sent to Francis, shooting, he scores! Francis rockets it out of the net. Babbage it in for Francis. The cover skates it, and he fires in front. Anderson couldn't put it home. Goal! 2 seconds to go!
A great goal created by this line right here. Anderson, I couldn't believe how he missed that rocket pass by Ronnie Francis, and Ronnie drove it over the right shoulder of Clint Malarchuk. Rick, I can see why they called it Whaler Mania last year. It's a lot of...
John Anderson is an explosive skater, as well as a type of a fellow that'll score you somewhere 5 to 40 goals.
Try with Anderson. Anderson shoots, he scores! Deneen to Anderson. By Goslin, no, he scores! And Kevin Deneen, he scores! A power play goal has made it 3-0. Ferraro races in, drops it for Anderson. John Anderson on the backhand, he scores!
I think now, when Hartford is starting to pick up, I think you're going to see more and more media coverage and more attention put on the team. I think you're going to get that full side. I think the fans here are becoming more and more knowledgeable.
Well, as an example of that, we're actually hoping you could come up on the team. Is there anything maybe you can share?
Not, I mean, with the rest of the team, I can imagine they're around, but I'm not going to cast stones on.
Dave Babbage is a wheel on our hockey club. There's no defense in this league moves up there, particularly coming out of their own zone. He's got an excellent from the point to attribute Dave Babbage coming to Hartford as one of the reasons that we started in the club around.
This is my 7th year in Wayne's, I think, and you know, I got a taste of the playoffs last year, taste of it, and nothing like it. You know, I think just to get one of those stamps on your finger and it'd be kind of that around. You know.
Wayne was one of the finest young players to break in the National Hockey League when we drafted. He's a big, strong player. He's got an excellent shot.
Everything is coming into place, so I think this year could be a good year. You know, everything else is, you know, playing with Dave and now, and this cup would be just, you know, cherry on top of the cake type thing. And I think it's...
Dave Barr is an excellent two-way hockey player. What do we like about it? He can kill. He can defensive line. He can check, and he's got good side. Wanted to add up front.
Last season, having a good successful year in Hartford for maybe, I guess, other guys, and you could enjoy hockey a lot more. And it was a really good bunch of young guys, and all the guys want to win. Much the same feeling at St. It was very easy for them here.
He's come on again this year, and I think he's going to be an excellent defenseman. He's got great mobility, moves the puck well, and you're to look at one particular asset that he has is his quickness.
Always hear about the Yukon Center. You know, I'm in touch with those children, and it's always in my mind. And every time I got a chance going there and to visit kids, and always going.
Kevin Dineen is one of the finest competitors I've seen in the game of hockey. And is a real leader on our hockey.
All of a sudden, we're going to watch Ronnie Francis poke it right here. And Kevin hangs in there at the right of the net and bounces it right up for Russell.
Gordy's just, he's the greatest player that ever lived, and for top with him was the greatest. You know, I'll ask his advice the odd time about a few things, and, you know, that's always a help him when, you know, you got somebody like Gordy around, and, you know, he's always helped.
Puts it eating on him. Messier can't get it by. Kevin Dineen right there to 3-0.
A great wrist shot by Kevin Dineen as he intercepted Mark Messier's pass.
Dean Evanson is a real character player. He's looking for you. He's an ex-face-off man.
Well, I think the secret for my success is my two wingers because of the way that they can skate. And I always joke to them that I'm the arms or the hand, and because you know, the two of them matched up. You know, we do skating drills. The three of us can't keep up to them. It's, you know, we look like I'm going real, but, you know, in another way, look like I'm going real fast because the whole line's really flying out there. So I think myself.
Ray Ferrer, again, is one of those people that he's always been a goal scorer. He was a goal scorer as a PUE, a midget, a junior. He scored goals in the American League, and as soon as he came into the National League, he began to score goals. He's one of our key people on the power play. He's got that short stick. He's got very quick hands, exactly with the puck.
Nearly 4 minutes in the opening period. Here's Ferraro.
Myself, I'd like to someday play on a Stanley Cup winner. I think that would be unbelievable. Jarvie offers it's almost as big as he is, and I tell you, it's a beautiful ring, and I'd love to have one someday, and you know, hopefully we can get one here within who knows how long.
History of this season series, 2-7 lasted long. Ferraro makes it a 3-goal lead. Line of Ferraro, he's in alone again. He scores!
Bill Gardner forward at the same time. He's been able to score goal with Chicago. His value comes in is that he can play center, he left wing.
In front to Gardner, behind him. Burns, Dick save, they score!
You think there's a future for Key for the broadcasting?
I really enjoy. You see a little bit different aspect of the game because you analyze and watching little, you know, that just so you can. And career, I think, you know, it may be short-lived because you never know, you know, your longevity. But it's a chance somewhere along, and I really enjoyed it. It keeps you.
Stewart was a revelation to us. He's an excellent two-way hockey player, good penalty killer, and of course he found the goal-scoring touch when he joined us last year. And there's no reason why he continue to do that.
I always felt I had the skills to score a goal or score goals, and I think it's a lot of it was how much ice time you received and who you're playing with and just the opportunities that you're given for our player a little bit. But you know, we played quite a bit as a with Lawless and Davison. The three of us got on there a lot, and we created a lot of chances just with our speed. Again, if you take 10 shots, you know, 1 or 2 of them is going to go in just on the law averages, and I think the ice time we're getting and the chances they come in.
He's an excellent penalty killer, one of the best in the league. He's very good at face, one of the best, if not the best in the league. Most important, he sets a great example for the young on any arc. He's a real pro.
You've played more games consecutively than anyone in NHL history, and it's just an amazing streak. You're not the biggest guy out there. How do you do it?
Well, I just, you know, it's one of those intangible things. I feel I've been, you know, very fortunate. You know, you just play the time. You come to the rink and you play the game that night and prepare for it, and they've just added up years.
Scott Kleindoris is a quiet defenseman. He does a job out there. He's got great size, very important to all situations, particularly. And very pleased the way Scott Kleindoris plays as he's a quiet defenseman.
Peters, double rebound try. Anton's try is by Kleinendorf.
Look at Wallace, look at his speed. He's got tremendous speed, one of the fast league. He's developing this to a goal scorer. From the very outset, we said that somebody had to pick up the slack, particularly with the Turgeon. Wallace is definitely doing that.
Here's Lawless shooting, scores! Paul Lawless, his second goal of the game. Lawless racing it against Barry, takes him inside out, he scores! What a play, Lawless, to put the Whalers back in front.
You got a ways to go. You get to.
Oh, are you kidding me? A bad time, lunchtime.
Wow.
I don't have dinner for a couple more hours.
To see at dinner time.
Oh.
I feel very fortunate that we were able to sign Dave Tippett as a free agent. The fact, out of position, all he's been here, that's the type is he's strictly a team player. He'll play anywhere that you want.
We're with handyman Dave Tippett of the Hartford Whalers. Dave, what are you doing?
Working on a 32 Chev. That's kind of a project.
Yeah? That something you like to do in cars a lot?
Well, I spend a lot of time outside working on cars and yard and carpentry, kind of in a way the game sometimes. There's a lot of things that you get into other than hockey, to tell you the truth. It's kind of like your job 24 hours a day. You know, Rick, everything's fine except I got this neighbor. First he sends his kids, which fine, I like kids. But when he starts coming over and borrowing things, boy, does it bother me. While he's into rakes, too. The problem with it is, I get him back. It's costing me a lot of money these days.
Hey, Justin, what are you doing? Are you over here, Dave?
Not again.
Hey, Tipper, are you using your tractor right now?
Go ahead. Just
Okay,
return
thanks.
that, all right?
Hanging around my garage, so I'll bring it back.
Sure, leave it around mine.
Yeah. Justin, are you helping Dave? What do you got there? What is that? Some matches? You better give me some matches. You know, I don't mind my kids coming over here, but, you know, trying to... You know you're not supposed to play with these matches. Huh? Can you give those to Dave? You give those to Dave.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, let me something, Rick. There's a certain thing for systems and nice neighborhood and to play. I mean, those things, the most important thing is, neighbor, A, have the tools you borrow, and tools you don't know how to use. So when I heard this house was available, I said, I know that Tip knows how to use all those, and we'll take the...
Jimmy is one of the top goalkeepers in the National Hockey League, and he's at his best when the stakes are the highest.
Mike, is it true that goalies...
They have a few tendencies and do things. Well, I don't think so. I mean, you know. Well, I think you have to look at the game. I mean, you have your option. You either have a small piece of rubber coming at you at 80 or 90 miles an hour, or you have a 200-pound man coming at you at 30 miles. So I'm not so sure who has the screw loose.
Otto outmaneuvers Sid. Great stop by Liu. Sabres, though, even strength. Sear alone in front. Great save. Liu leads it in for Howard. Chuck looks for McLean. Save by Liu. Harbin on the steal. Save by Liu. Ferraro back checking alone. It's Lemieux. Save by Liu. Naslund to save by Liu. And the Whalers pull out. Away to open a hockey.
McDermott is one of the hardest hitters. When Paul's on his game, when he's playing, it's a bowling alley out there, the opposing player sees the ball.
Kept wide nicely by Clanador. McDermott piles into Carbonneau. He goes down.
Mike McEwen's asset all along is can accelerate his speed and be able to either pass the puck out of his own zone or particularly to take it out himself. He's also a very good point in the power play and possesses one of the better shots of any defenseman in this league.
Here's McEwen from the point. Scores!
Mike Miller reminds me of a fellow I had for years with the New York Rangers, Camille Henry. He'd be the biggest guy in the world, but he's got the fastest pair of hands. He should be one of those old set of 6 shooters because he can put the puck in. He's got a smell for the net. He's a natural.
Shooting save. Scored! Mike Miller's first National Hockey League goal has made it 2-0.
That was kind of, what more could you ask for there? Like when I first got out there, I was like, these guys, you know, up to the time, you know, Gretzky, you know, Isabel, and then you get, you know, out there against those guys, you know, it was tough, but once I felt good and you know, things kind of worked. So.
Danny Merzon is a fine young upcoming defenseman in the National Hockey too often. Breaking right out of junior hockey into the National League, which he last year, and combined with Ulf Samuelsson, I think that they are 2 of the finest young defensemen.
Come out totally different attitude. Here it was one of doubt, and here you come out and you know you can play and you know you can be, and you just every game with that little bit more of an edge.
Yeah, we got a few guys that'll keep things interesting, you know. You know, go around the locker, everybody on a team can keep you loose. There's something about everybody where, you know, you get your dig tabs at, and I'm looking for my last road trip stole.
We went on, I got black stealing Joe too, and the person that took him on the $90 shoe.
There we go, thank you.
Flips around Lou, Quenneville's with him. Maybe Tippett to Quenneville, score!
A sensational by Joe Quenneville. Great play by him.
Joe Quinville was the first player I obtained in the deal when I came to Hartford, and of course to me he's been one of our most dependable defensemen. He's logged a tremendous amount of ice time. His forte of killing these crucial situations, a dependable defense.
Do you have one wish in your hockey career that you'd like to see come true?
Yeah, I'd like to again and maybe go up.
Tori, what are you doing?
Rehearsing.
Rehearsing. Is there anyone's face in front of that bag in particular?
Rick Peckham. No.
Jimmy Mann, huh? Boy, that brings back memories. Bet you're glad he's out of the league.
Well, no. I owed him a bite, so gonna back, I think.
Ooh, Torrey with a left. Jimmy Mann having trouble getting started here, and Roberts just the way he likes him, right in tight.
Looks like he's the half sparks to get him a shot.
Time you spent in the box, I mean, 358 minutes last year, over 1,100, I guess almost 1,200 in the Hockey League in your career. How do you kill time in the box? You're there a lot.
Well, there's a guy for the works that our friends, so I always go to him all the time about that.
Torrey Roberts is a must to have on your club. He's got more guts than a slaughterhouse.
To Robertson alone. Scores! Whalers lead 3-2.
Great work by Davey.
Civic Center's a lonely place between Whaler games. Most of the players are home. Everybody Doug Johnson. Wait a minute. Here's Ulf Samuelsson. Ulf, you doing here with all your friends?
Well, they got some kind of ice dance going on. It's probably the best show they had here for years now.
There's a rumor gone that maybe you'd like to try basketball. What's that?
Well, you never know. It's a tough business, this hockey business. They can send you over to Canada, United States. They can even send you back to Sweden. You got to be prepared for, second job there if anything happens, But I'm getting better.
Now, adjusted well to life here. You're playing good hockey. You've made a TV commercial. Anything else on the horizon?
Well, I was going in a little bit in later on this year, so that turns. I'm, trying to export Swedish on, see how that goes.
Where is this long underwear?
There's a bikini underwear.
Ulf Samuelsson, at him, he's full of enthusiasm, a tremendous amount of ability, loves to play the game, playsively, and I think offensively he's improving to be an all-star.
Is there one thing one wish you have for your career that you'd like to fulfill?
Well, Ulf is showing off his ring quite a bit lately in the dressing room. He shows the ring to everybody. That's the moment I'm looking forward to now, to put rings up.
John is a natural goal scorer. I mean, he is an exciting hockey player. Sylvia and Turgeon is a very nasty hockey club.
Ray fires across to Quentin for the blue line in front. Turgeon bounces it in for Turgeon. Sylvain Turgeon, his first goal of the year. Savage robbed by Brodeur. Turgeon scores! He pried it free. Turgeon scores right off the Penville. Ludwig back. Shoot! And Turgeon, his 36th goal to tie the game.
He's come in with and come up with some big bigs. When I first came here, all we had was Greg Millen, and following that, it would have been me in trouble. But fortunately, I didn't want to play again, so I went and got it.
And Mike Liut is coming to the bench. He is not feeling Steve Weeks getting the game here.
That was a big thrill. That's probably the biggest thrill of career. Everything that you want to do is directed up, and being an opportunity to play like that, that's the biggest thrill.
Lean lets that wrist shot go. Pad save by Smith.
Now the shot's even. Montreal 5 shots.
Weeks up by the game. A pad save there on Chris on the long shot. Darlene lets a save by Weeks, and he corrals that rebound. Smith arrives.
I've known Jack Evans for a long time. As far as I'm concerned, Jack Evans is one of the best in the National Hockey League, and the reason he's the best, number one, his teams are always in shape. Number two, they are strong fundamentally. Three, he players respect him. And four, the important, of course, is that he is steady. Lose or draw, Jack Evans doesn't change. I've gone through 3 phases of building with a hockey club. The first was with the New Yorkers, and we had to build that team. The next one was St. Louis, and now the Hartford Whalers. But I have more satisfaction this one than the other 2, simply because I think that the people here, it's a type of a community that's a great place to live. The support has been very good, and basically the owners, I think, deserve it, the fans, and it's a real, I think, pleasure with the people that you have to hear, and that's what makes it so sad. We won't be satisfied, of course, until we get the real Stanley Cup. What it's all about.
The basic philosophy of our organization is that we have a responsibility that goes beyond just playing hockey. we in this community very blessed with a certain skill that enables us to generate as individuals business. Therefore, I think that it's part of our option to give a lot of that back. And part of back is doing what we do for charities and Yukon Med Center, Children's Cancer Fund, the Whaler thing, the golf tournament, softball tournament, all of that. We do, we're to do it. I don't know, I say we get a draw return. We don't do it for that. It's just our civic responsibility.
If you had one wish in your career, Ron, that you'd like to comes to an end after, what?
Probably let you sit over here and just grill you.
Answer that.
No, probably bringing the Stanley Cup to Hartford. Throw.
Ron, thanks for taking time in your busy radio schedule here. We'll let you get back to work.
Thanks, Rick. I gotta play another song. This is the Nutty Squirrel.
Seconds, they'll count.
Game, play hard with a team full of aces. Got the winning odds. We got a dream. We got a dream. We want you to share about a winning team, the best anywhere. Be a part of the mania, be a part of fun. Come see the Hartford Whalers become hockey #1. Part of the excitement, be a part of the team. Bring the Stanley Cup to Hartford. Hartford Whalers dream. Be a part. We're on a roll, knowing us, gonna steal the show, leave among us. The time is right now, the time is dead, let the games begin. 'Cause we're ready to play. Be a part of Whaler Mania, be a part of fun. Come see the Hartford Whalers become hockey's #1. Be a part of the excitement. Be a part of the team. Bring the Stanley Cup to Hartford. It's Hartford Whalers' dream. Be a part. Be a part of Whaler Mania. Be a part of the fun. Come see the Hartford Whalers become hockey's #1. Be a part, be a sense. Be a part of the team. Bring the stand up to Hartford. It's the Hartford Whalers' dream. Be a part. Be a part of Whaler Mania. Be a part of the fun. Come see the Hartford Whalers become hockey's #1.
Wow, what a game we played tonight. We're flying out there. On my right-hand side, the farm's pretty good. We worked real well together, I'll tell you. Jeez, I'm tonight. Where'd the lights go? Who turned the lights out? What's going on? Don't lock me in here. Over.
The thing that I've experienced, get out of the way, you big goof. Sit down.
All of a sudden.
Sit down. You know, as soon as you stand up, then. Okay, lie down, Ferg. Lie down. Myself. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. As the new year started, it seems like we've been for a long time because we've been much to throw stuff. through so much and through such exciting times, you know. I can't win. I got a kid in the camera. I got a dog.
They conspired. It's a, this is Daddy's night. Ruin it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's go!
Yeah, we need one serious one.
2, 3.